the research problem studied in this paper is motivated because of what we've observed in the digital piracy context. When I say digital piracy context, it involves music, video games, and so forth. These companies claim that they've been incurring significant losses. They also point to a number of studies which say they have 95% piracy rates, inflated numbers. Whether or not those numbers are true is a different story. What it highlights is there may exist an information strategy that they are following. Interestingly, there is also potential for a different information strategy, which we feel, to mitigate or to improve the contributions of these real purchases, the legal purchases.
So we see how subjects actually behave and contrast their actual behavior with the predicted behavior by standard economic models. The expected behavior is that people are unboundedly rational, they have completely willpower, and they are self-interest. And this is the predicted behavior. And by contrast, we see that people are boundedly rational, they have problems of self-control, and they actually have prosocial behavior. So they do care for others, as opposed to what standard economic predicts, that they act in their own self-interest.
Music companies recognize that pirates engage in what's called everybody else does it attitude. This attitude has been recognized to occur in various other contexts also. For example, liar loans, teen drinking, and other scenarios. In other scenarios, they've looked at how the information strategy, that is educating about what the reality is and targeting it to people who are engaging in those activities, improves the outcome.
If we are studying economic decisions, we should deal with real money, not with hypothetical payoffs. So how can we believe that subjects under economic decisions will behave as psychologists predict they behave? So if we care about economic decisions, we had to create our own experiments and give these real incentives to people.
And we find some interesting results. But note that what we are talking about is a preliminary set of results. These have to be vetted by peer review publication still, peer review process still. So we find two key interesting results. One is we find that targeting information either to above or to below, either one, is actually better than providing no information at all.
Also, very surprisingly to us, was that providing random information gives the same results as providing no information at all. Okay? So if we want to take a message out of this research for the industry, is actually that if they want to pursue an information strategy, targeting information should be the way to go.
So what the music companies often, what they do these days is they use what we think as random information targeting. And we say that taking that effort of reporting this information is actually much more costly, but it's not providing any payoffs to you. Secondly, they may be able to get better results, better outcomes by targeting this information either to people who are contributing more on average or contributing less than average. If you do them separately even, you might be getting a better outcome. This result, we think that has value to music companies and other digital good manufacturers.